These shoes suck. Hey, what's up everyone? It is your favorite nurse Yogi, and today we are doing a shoe review. So I just got new Birkenstocks, all right? And I love Birkenstocks. And what actually made me buy them again, I'll say again because let's rewind, if you will. My first Birkenstocks that I purchased was maybe 6-7 years ago. I purchased them because why did I purchase them? Because I'm saying that because typically when you think people I'm laughing because it's like a joke, like the Yogi starter pack, you have to have like Birkenstocks or Tevas. Okay, those are two popular shoe brands in the yoga holistic space. Okay, so I fell to that, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. What I'm getting at is I had my first pair 7 years ago. I had these cute orange like glittery ones. Loved them down. And I will say this because you'll probably hear from some people that it's a very tough footbed. It's not a soft footbed. I have a high arch when it comes to my feet. So with the Tevas, so these are the ones I got. We're going to get in more depth with them, but they have like a really high arch. Like this part is like the arch, okay? I like that because I have a high arch, but if you're somebody that doesn't have a high arch or you have no arch at all, I don't know how that's going to be for you. So with that being said, though, I had those, it was about 7 years ago. Then I got pregnant. And then, at like the last trimester, everything's swollen. My feet were really swollen. And those were the only shoes that that could still fit because you can adjust them, which I'm going to show you here. Like you can adjust them. And the ones that I had, it was the two, like the typical ones, if you will. It was the two buckle one that you can adjust the buckle. These ones are way more anyways. But with that being said, I could adjust them that last trimester of pregnancy. Then fast forward again, I had my son in the hospital, and the hospital floors are yucky. Long story short, and then also I stretched those shoes out so much because I was pregnant. After having my kids, my feet grew half a size. So I used to be an 8.5 in US size. I'm now a 9. Like I'm a true 9. I'm not an 8.5 anymore. As after I had the kids, I'm like, okay, let me buy a new pair of Birkenstocks. I bought like the similar to buckle one. I think I bought like a black, I forgot what color it was. It wasn't orange because I was like, I want something that can go with more things or whatever. And I bought it though, I think it was either in a size 8 or 8.5. I forget. And I'm looking here, but I forget if Birkenstock does have sizes. The ones I got today, they're a size 9, but long story long, those didn't fit. So I returned them, and then I don't know why I didn't do an exchange. Because I ordered them online. I also will say that I ordered them on Birkenstock's website, which is super fast shipped. I ordered these Monday, and I got them today. Today is Thursday. So it took 2 days. They're an investment depending on how much you're willing to pay for a shoe. So these were 150, so 160 with shipping, right? But these shoes last. Like I shared that story because how my first Birkenstocks was 7 years ago, because the only reason I threw them out is because when I tell you I wore those shoes all the time in my pregnancy, and then they just got stretched out. But the reason they got stretched out, and notice also these are leather, they're leather shoes. So for me to say that I stretched those out in pregnancy, that should tell you something, okay? They're a good quality shoe. Finally, I was like, why don't I have Birkenstocks anymore? And then I got a massage. That's also what happened, which made me trip my memory. Oh, I need to continue invest in good quality shoes, because after you have kids, those first few years, it's just all about the kid. So I got the Madrid Big Buckle High Shine Black in size US 9. This is a regular fit. So with Birkenstock, they have narrow fits and they have regular fit, okay? So I just show that again. They have narrow fit and they have regular fit. And then you can, if you want to screenshot the exact shoe that I got if you're wanting that. And then also these are all like a lot of their styles, which I think that's really smart with their packaging, that they show you like all the style shoes. So they even have sneakers. So those are all the shoes that they have. And I had, here we go, I had the Arizona. So these were my first pair of Birkenstocks, was the Arizona. I like those too. I was talking about this on my Instagram stories the other day. I'm like working on my personal style, and I'm working on having like a uniform, if you will, in the sense of like, I'm not wearing like the same colors every day, but like there's a certain way I want to present and look in the world. Though the biggest thing, if you're gonna get your first pair of Birkenstocks, know that it's a hard shoe. It's hard, okay? I'm just gonna put that out there. If you're somebody that loves comfort, I think about my husband, like with a bed, and this is a shoe video, but some people just, they'll say these shoes suck. They'll say they suck because they don't like hard shoes. But okay, let me get back to the point. The reason I'm like, oh, I gotta get Birkenstocks again is because I recently got a massage. Shout out to my masseuse. My God, that person, the best thing, one of the best things ever in my life. He was like, because I told him how we got a new bed, and I'll see if I'll tag that bed review that I did. I'm actually looking at our bed, and I was like, since we got a new bed a few months ago, my back is way better. Like I'm not, and I'm like cracking my back now, but I'm not in pain. And like I still have the little icks in here in my back, but it's not as bad because we bought a new mattress. And he was like, yep. He's like, I always tell my clients, women clients, to get these 3 things. This is what he said, y'all. He said to make sure you invest. He's like, I always tell my women clients to invest in these 3 things. And then I'm saying women because the last thing is a mattress, a quality mattress, good shoes, and a good bra. Those are the 3 things that my masseuse was like, those are 3 things I encourage all women to invest in, and you will see improvements in your back health significantly. So again, a mattress, a good quality mattress, put the money down on that. Good quality shoes, put the money down on that, and a bra. And TMI, not really TMI. I don't know why we say that. Like, I feel like the whole TMI thing is kind of dumb, because periods and bras and breasts, like those are normal things. And I feel like the TMI thing is like patriarchy and like all of that. Like, why do we have to? It's not TMI. Anyways, I'm gonna make sure I invest in a good quality bra. That'll be a separate video if I choose to do that. Get to the shoe. So these are the shoes, all right, y'all. So they are these leather. Are they real leather? How many times I'm gonna ask that? But I love Birkenstocks. I'm super excited about them. I did put them on for a moment. Super hard. They give you a card to your next favorite, what does it say? Allow us to introduce you to your next favorite pair of shoes. So they give you a care instructions, which I appreciate that. Okay, like they tell you to open up the shoe like that, because their patent is the footbed. That's what they're known for. How do shoes tie into your back health? Quick tips for your best fit with the Birkenstock footbed. That's what they're known for, their footbed. You want to flex the footbed a few times. So I already did that. I want to do that again. I did do that off camera. This will initiate the break-in period and will help your new footwear feel comfy sooner. Then step into the footbed. So that's why you have to we have to open it. So they want you to open the footbed like so, okay? And then place your foot on the footbed, okay? And you see here, even the toe part has a little raised bit. And then this is my favorite part, which if you don't like hard shoes, this is not your favorite part. This is my favorite part of the shoe, the arch. And then you step into the footbed and leave space around the heels and toes. So the heels and toes should have space to ensure natural rolling motion, because how our feet are supposed to be when you're walking, you should have space. It shouldn't be tight, but it also shouldn't be too loose. And they explain this to you. Feet should move freely and not hit footbed edge. So you don't want to hit the footbed edge. Close the straps or lace shoes comfortably. And with the Madrid, they give you 4 holes. Okay, so I have 4 holes here. So I'm probably going to put them really tight because I like things tight. And then it says step 3. For the first 5 or 6 times you wear your new footwear, limit the time to just a few hours to allow your feet and body. I appreciate that because I feel like we be chucking our feet to the side. Like we don't be paying our feet no mind. Our feet don't get like as much love as maybe, you know, your face, doing your makeup and like your nails, like, but our feet, like they take on the weight of the world. They take on the weight of your body, right? And so I appreciate that they say like, wear these the first 5 or 6 times only for a few hours to allow your feet and body. So notice what I said, because your feet carry your whole entire weight, right? And so if you're experiencing back pain, you might want to consider investing in a good pair of shoes to gradually get used to the contoured arch support. So this is their contoured arch support that some people may not like of our legendary footbed. Step 4. Over time, our cork footbed will start to mold to your foot. This is true. And this is why towards the end of my pregnancy, this was the only shoe, not this exact one, the Arizona one, that I wore, because over time it like molds. And like this, I'm excited to get into because the Arizona one wasn't leather. It was a different material. Like it's like the material you see here. So, but it wasn't yucky. Like, and I also say this, I clean my feet. I clean the bottom of my feet. I clean in between my toes. So my shoes aren't yucky. So that's a whole nother thing. And then step 4, over time, our cork footbed will start to mold to your foot to create a personalized and comfortable fit. And then they say, enjoy. So I'm really looking forward to breaking these in. I don't remember, again, that was 7 years ago, y'all. I don't remember this card in the shoe. It probably was. Okay, they've been around forever, but I don't remember reading this. But, you know, as you get older and you become an adult, you know, you start paying attention to more things. Let me know if this helped you. I'm really excited about my new